Started out, I was at a friend's home, and we were working on doing some maintenance inside the home. And I started feeling funny. Felt like I had a pressure that was going on right in the center of my chest. And I told my friends, I said, y'all need to call the ambulance. And they said, what for? I said, I think I'm having a heart attack. And immediately, of course, they called the ambulance and dialed 911. I put on my coat and walked out onto the front porch of their home and sat down and actually waited for the ambulance sitting in the code. I was a smoker for 26 years. I had smoked 1 pack of cigarettes a day. And I smoked my last cigarette and watched the ambulance come down the highway to pick me up. And when the ambulance pulled in the driveway or pulled up in front of the home, I walked out to the ambulance and told the guys that, hey, I think I'm having a heart attack. And of course, they knew who I was because of the company working for Air Evac. They knew who I was working for, and they were like, you walked to the ambulance. And I said, just check me. And I got up in the back of the unit, and the medic, they put 3 pads on me, and the medic immediately told the driver to run emergency traffic to the closest hospital there. And that's exactly what we did. And he told me that he thought that my chances were greater to get me to the closest hospital and get me the clot buster drug. I think they gave me Redivase. From that, I was stabilized at the local hospital, and from there I was flown by Air Evac. I was flown here to St. Thomas. I've been employed with Air Evac for about 4 years. I talk to people every day and explain to them what Air Evac does and our services. We service rural areas. That night, had it been that I had to ride in an ambulance here to Nashville to St. Thomas, we're looking about an hour. And from what the doctors here at St. Thomas tell me, I only had about 10 minutes to go with the helicopter bringing me here. So, you know, that was kind of impacting. And it was, for me, thinking about it, it woke me up. I was somewhat familiar with the process of how everything works between the local hospitals and the EMS agencies out here in these rural areas around Nashville, and how that we work with those agencies in speeding up the process to get that patient to here to St. Thomas. That night, it seemed like everything was falling into place. And I thought to myself, you know, here I've been preaching or talking about this for the last 4 years, and it does work. These folks that live out in rural areas, the time is not on their side. And with everything being into place and the protocols that the hospitals and the EMS agencies have in place, the helicopter services, down to here at St. Thomas, then that's what makes it work. And I'm here to be able to talk about that. I could not ask for better service. The folks here at St. Thomas was wonderful to me. Dr. Boyd was here that night, and Dr. Boyd kept my family notified and told them what was going on, what the procedure was going to be, told them about my blockages, explained everything. He showed them before and after pictures and everything when everything was over with that night. And you know, for everything to happen the way it did, St. Thomas was wonderful. I'm doing very well. I've not smoked any cigarettes. I'm eating healthy. I've lost 14 pounds, and life is different. The 2 blockages, they put 2 stents, gave me 2 stents, and hopefully I'll be okay. So I've made some changes, and it gave me a different way of looking at things. We'll see what happens.